Okay guys, this is Mr. Johnny Garris. Welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Graces F. In the last part, we made it to Region 66 after fighting Lambda's hologram, and I said I was gonna save Lambda, and I will. I don't care what the game thinks. I'm gonna do it. So I hope it's ready. Okay. And in this part, we're gonna move on, and I'm sorry it's been a little while since this part in the last maybe like 4 days. But that's because A, one night there was lightning, and B, one night I recorded and I hated my commentary and stuff, mainly just because I didn't realize I had only notes for half the part. And so I stumbled around for like 25 minutes. And I was like, I could just do better. But let's get into a fight here because we got one of the most annoying enemies in the game. My favorite, the little velocity raptors. I hate them so much. So much. No, get out of my face, velocity raptor. Wasteland raptor, whatever. Close enough. Okay, and that went really well. Another plus over the last time. The one time I think I showed them it wasn't very good. So, already improving. And don't worry, I have a lot of notes now. Not quite up to the full final dungeon completion, but close enough for now. So over here we get some ancient cloth and a life bottle. And I want to equip the ancient cloth because it's just all around better than the current item we have for Sherry, accessory. That's the best way to describe it. Wow, and I avoid that battle without looking at the screen. And here's the other sort of new enemy in this area. The wyverns. This could be worse than than the other time I fought them, because this one has 2. The other one had 1, so we just kicked their butt. These guys aren't too hard, but they do have a lot of HP. Although a Mystic Art would be really nice on these guys. I said it would be really nice. So let's just do that. And there we go.
I really am that awesome.
Okay. Okay, we want to head east here. We want to avoid the battle now because I'm done fighting these guys on screen. Ah. Stupid beetle. I'm gonna run away from you. Here we get some trash. It should be noted we can get magic cutter number 28 here. So, just thought I'd throw it out. That's what we can get. And over here we get a discovery. And a lump of clay. And a skip.
Am I the only one finding it hard to breathe?
You've been under constant pressure since we came to this world. Maybe looking at those flowers would Huh?
What is it?
Those aren't real flowers. They're just made out of clay.
Ah, the rare clay flower.
Those are real flowers.
I heard these are a real treat to find.
True. When they lost their Elif, they transformed into that clay-like substance.
Oh.
Lost their Elif?
So you could make them.
Difficulty breathing. The disappearance
Disappoint.
of Elif is the cause of that as well.
I wouldn't buy
Very
those.
soon, this world will be completely dead.
That can't be. The world will die?
Yes, the Elif that springs from the planet's core has run dry.
Okay. Now. Well, did I already miss something? Wow. Way to go, me. I got 2. Okay, come. Oh, okay, there we go. Got around them. Any way I could. Yeah, how did I just walked by that chest. Anyway, so we got an elixir there. Now let's head up this way. And then to the left. And up here, we get another shining spot. I don't need any more grapes. Thank you very much. And here we get some tomato. And an amazing bone. Does look like it's a very shiny bone. Made of some kind of metal. Is that like from an adamantoise? Nah. We got some money from that one. And over here we get Emperor's Claw. Okay, and we're almost done with Route 66. And this was where I ran into problems. This was... Okay, as I was saying... something about my notes right now at the end of Region 66. There we go. I half saved that. But not really. Anyway, up here, we get a star event. Oh, we get a flashback. Get ready for these guys. There'll be quite a few of them, although I think a lot of the other ones are voiced. Perhaps. I don't remember completely. But usually if it's actually not an optional scene, but an actual important cutscene that you can skip if you hit the cutscene skip button, but if you don't do that, then it's mandatory. Then it's usually voiced. But you probably figured that out way before now. This is how it's been going. And if you haven't figured it out by now, also, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on the screen right now. That happens with these. I've seen it before. It's not that important. Although that raptor looks abnormally big, or our characters are just really, really small, because he does not look that big in battle. Either that or we're just very small for some reason. Though, I just don't even know. That was a big raptor. Oh, and yeah, something about a brooch, and then we found the brooch now, even though it's broken. And he said the line, boy oh boy, that line that I can only think of Crisis Core over things like now, but that could also be because Crisis Core actually voices the line, so it sticks out a bit more in my head. Anyway, here we get some money. Yeah, okay. Get some money. Anyway, let's head in to Bathus Citadel. Let's not run around it, Asbel. Golly, okay.
Welcome to Bathus Citadel.
It's been out of service for hundreds of years. Yet still, it looks brand new.
Where can we find this
It really I couldn't even say it.
Should be deep within
It sure
the
kept this
citadel.
collector's value. I was gonna say that, but then I messed
Okay,
up.
let's get going.
Anyway, let's actually head back outside. Oh, on the warp. Let's head back outside. Because if we go back to the save, now there's a skit.
Sophie, do you know
Magic.
where we are?
No, I don't have any memories of this place.
This is not something Protos Haste would be familiar with. After you set off for Ephinia, Bathus Citadel was converted into a facility for the research of new weaponry that could be used against Lambda's monster spawn.
I bet you have all sorts of weapons we've never seen before. Creosote tanks? Nah, that's nothing. Oh, maybe some indiscriminate planetary smackdown munitions? That sounds great.
No, I'm afraid we do not use such antiquated weaponry.
Antiquated?
You should have
Emeraude, I
noticed
hate
by
you.
now. The humanoids are our most advanced weapons. Look no further than Protos Haste. I challenge
but
everyone to ask
what
themselves, what
if-
war machine could possibly compete with a humanoid that can act independently and adapt to any circumstance?
Yes, but let me ask you
The answer
this,
is
Emeraude.
obvious.
What if they, you know, fought back against you? Then you'd have nothing to fight them with. You know, you should have a backup plan. 10 out of 10, I hate Emeraude. Don't know why I said it like that, but I hate Emeraude. And here's a battle. Oh good, we get... No, we don't. We don't get all the enemies. Darn it. I was hoping this would have all the enemies. The new enemies. Although, we get 2 of them, and they're both annoying. Especially those emerald weapons. Turn in... They die and spawn new enemies like that. Or not. Or he did summon something. Anyway, he's really annoying me right now. Because he just hits me with an arrow and it's annoying. Stop that. Oh look, he summoned a golem. Isn't that just fun? How what is this guy? Oh, okay, he's on par with the normal enemies in this area. So I guess that's the only way you can actually fight this guy, though.
Are you all right, Sharia?
Is if they summon him.
If only
So I guess you
Asphalt
could
be this kind.
fight them over and over if you wanted to get like their data log essentially. Anyway, let's throw an apple gel. Okay. Oh yeah, we had 2 of those. 1 humanoid. That humanoid can also heal itself. We didn't see much because I spent all that time with the I'm drawing a blank. The emerald weapon. Anyway, let's attach the monocle because it is actually a bit better in my opinion for Hubert. How are we doing on that? Okay, we're okay on Elif for now. We want to move this. Okay, we want to move this once and get a skip.
It moved.
That's a relief.
Because this is how the puzzles are actually going to work in this place. They're going to involve
When the base personnel
these things,
fled at the end of
and
battle,
I'll show
they
you real quick
activated an intruder
what they
defense
actually
system
do,
designed to stop outsiders
or
from
what they've
using the
moved,
base.
Does
essentially.
that mean we can't get inside?
It is complicated, but we should not have problems if we deactivate the defenses one by
Yeah,
one.
blah, blah,
To
blah,
proceed,
Emeraude.
continue using the switches to move the walls like before.
Okay.
Can we get a move on Emeraude? I don't have all day, kind of. But you see this? When we move this, it actually pushed this over some. So that's what essentially we're doing. We're moving these to create paths. And in some cases, they actually open doors. See, as you can see out of the corner, we move that. So we move that where it needs to be now. We want to move that once, and we have a path that can actually move forward. That one's easy. Some of the other ones get more complicated because they affect things on upper floors. So it gets a bit more complicated with that. Oh, here's the other enemy. Show him off. These guys, little less annoying than the female versions, only because I feel the fact that the females can heal themselves is a bit annoying. And the females tend to use more ranged attacks, opposed to the male ones, which tend to be more up in your face. So I find them more annoying because they're ranged and healing. Although all these enemies can be pretty darn annoying. Except the golem,
I serve
really.
to protect.
Because the golem can do the most damage out of any of them, but they're pretty slow. Most guides will say the golems are tough, because they're high damage dealing, but at the same time I don't feel they're that tough just because they're slower and whatnot. So they're a bit easier to avoid. So anyway, we want to keep heading this way. Okay. Okay, so first I want to not get into a battle. That'd be great. And again, I don't want to get into a battle. I would like to open this chest with an hourglass and proceed on. Now this puzzle is more, we just need to get to the door puzzle by, if we move this front, then we have a path. So now let's continue on. So now we're on the 3rd floor. And here's where we start our first split. Okay, after that interrupting battle, and okay, now that I've been interrupted twice from battles, let's continue on. So we want to head up here to floor 4, because here you gotta follow a path and not get into battles. No, 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 no battles. No battles. Okay. Because over here, we get a decaying sword. That's it. So I'm gonna meet you back at that intersection where we just were when we came down here. Okay, I'm back at the intersection because it doesn't actually take that long, but I felt like cutting it out just in case I got into any battles on the way back. So now let's head through this way because it's the only other way to go. Here we get a chest with a mastery tonic. And let's move this block left twice. And as you can see, it opened a door up there. So, and we get a skip for it.
Yeah, when we pulled this switch, the wall on the other staircase moved.
If you understood that much, we shouldn't have any problems. Let's hurry on.
So now let's take this lift up. It should put us right where we just opened the path, so...
Let's do.
And now that I've been interrupted by another battle, these are getting really annoying, but a decent tip is that Sharia is really useful in these fights if you get her level 2 Mystic Art, because its area of effect, it just, like in the last battle, I just blew up all the enemies and finished it off instantly. So useful if you... The most useful Mystic Art probably for this area, outside of the boss, is that. Okay, we want to move this to the right. And this to the right. And we want to move this one front. And that unlocks the path here. And we get a discovery.
Considering how big this facility is, I guess it makes sense that it was used as a military base. And to think that you were part of all this. It's still so hard for me to believe you were stationed here, sent on a mission to destroy Lambda.
That's...
Sophie, please, let me do it instead.
But stopping Lambda is my responsibility. This is not something anyone else can do. Don't worry about me, Asbel. I will protect you, and everyone else.
It's my turn to protect you for once. You've already done so much for everyone. I don't want you putting yourself in danger again.
But you can't beat him, Asbel. Only I can, and I will.
No, I will save him. Shh, you don't even know. Okay, anyway, let's head through this door now. And we get a Book of Fortune, and that's yellow. So we want to move this one to the left twice. And then we want to move these green ones to the right 3 times. To the right 3 times. Okay. Oh yeah, and it opened a door above. That's why you want to move it 3 times. And here we get a Panacea bottle. Or 3. I can only hold 2, so now let's head through this door. And there's another lift that you need to have that red one pushed over once to get. That's why we moved it to the right. Also, because you need to open the door. So let's head in here. And in here we get a strange gear. Okay. Now we want to head up this way. Remember this room though, because I'm going to do another cut back here in a little bit, because it's the main way to go. This is sort of the branching off to the right path. Gets us something very useful though, so you definitely want to go this way. Because if we come up here, enter over here, we can see that's actually the final room, and we can see this path that seems to be trying to move and having trouble and making lots of noise. But in here we get the Debonair Dandy, which I want to equip for Malik. It's a very useful accessory for him, because it boosts both of his attacks. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut back now. Okay, so I'm back. I should have clarified that I meant I was cutting and now I'm cutting back, but I think you get the idea. No enemy. No. 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 Okay, we want to move this left 3 times, because you can see it's moving that platform out, and we want that platform to get all the way out. Now let's head through here. And we get some gold. So let's move this left. Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, okay. We want to move these. No, no, no. Want to move these left 3 times. That's why I was confusing myself, because I was mixing up the colors. Because that opens the door up there. Enemy, please. Actually, it's... No, okay. Enemy's gone. No. Okay, now that I keep getting interrupted by battles, let's move on. So we want to head to this lift. Ha! Take that, you stupid enemy. Oh, back. Because we just want to head through. So we want to head through the northern door. That one right there. And in here we get a discovery. Now Marcine key.
Hey, what's this?
How nostalgic. It has been a while since I have seen an Amarcian key.
A key? So what's it open?
Long ago, it was used in the doors of Amarcian designed structures.
So can it open any doors around here?
No, I highly doubt it would have been used in a fortification such as this. There was a time where that style of door was constructed abundantly, but it had grown obsolete by the time I had entered into my deep sleep.
Aw, nuts. Guess it's useless.
No need to run hastily to conclusions. There may still be doors that use such a lock on Ephemia.
Yes, this key actually
Oh, really?
opens the
Well,
Sand Shroud
dragging around
ruins.
useless junk,
Another
but this
reason why
seems
they
like a
couldn't make
winner
us
right here.
go to that dungeon when we went to the Snow Shroud. Just for that reason. Anyway, we get this chest. And yes, I will take all that, Ella. And we want to move this block right. And then we want to move this block left. And that moves everything in position. If you go to that other way, that path to the left, that actually just leads you, it's a shortcut back down. So it's no importance. But anyway, here we are. We made it to the save point. And we get a save skip.
Got a second, Hubert? Will you spar with me?
Here? Now? Where is this coming from?
When the shuttle repairs are complete and we return to Aphinia, I may have
Now
to
don't
fight
worry,
Richard
this isn't
again.
like earlier where we
The
fought
man was quite a
Hubert
skilled
one-on-one.
swordsman, as I recall.
But,
You're
because
right
you don't
to
have to
be
worry about
worried.
that now, so you
I
don't have
wanna
to...
save him
This is
without
just the
inflicting
normal
more
skip.
damage than necessary. And to pull that off, I need far greater skills than I have now.
Very well then. I should call Sophie over to participate as well.
No, it's okay. I don't want her involved in this.
But
Sophie's become oddly stubborn about the whole Lambda thing. She thinks it's her responsibility to face him alone. I need to prove to her that I can protect her.
if anyone can do so, it's you.
Okay, and with that, this is where I'll end off this part, because through that door is the final room, so we'll continue on there in the next part. So this is Mr. Shiny Gyarados signing out, guys. Have a good day, and goodbye.